Hey there, everybody, this is Admiral Newkirk bringing you Game 3 of the Hsstl Round Robin Match 2 between Hsstl Central and the University School of Milwaukee. We now have Serial Killer, who is right now on a 2-game winning streak up here in the north of Zurich on the map Crossfire, which is unbelievable for Colossus. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say there. A serial killer saying he almost fell asleep at the loading screen. I actually had that experience a little while ago. I was started one last 2v2, and then I realized I was falling asleep as the game went on. So I was making this big Marine Marauder Thorball while falling asleep for 2 or 3 seconds every maybe 10 seconds or so. And I kept on telling my partner, "No, let's go kill him. Come on, we have to go kill him." And then I would fall asleep, and then I would wake up and go, "Come on, let's go." And then finally, I don't actually know how long the game went, and so I'd very much like to see the replay. But eventually, we did end up winning because we just rolled them, and I went to sleep. Serial Killer giving his love to Lucas. Lucas, of course, being the team organizer this time because Krish was at prom along with a lot of our team. It seemed that this week we weren't going to have any chance just because most of our team was gone and these guys 4-1'd their last group. But right now, Eric, the King of Kings, baller of ballers, Serial Killer, is on a 2-game winning streak, winning them both ridiculously well. I mean, that wasn't even close to fair. Good here scouting for proxies because it's really easy to put a spine crawler there, or put a pylon there, and then just warp stuff in with your scout. So always good to scout for proxies. This map is pretty famous for them. This map has a long rush distance despite it being a short 2-player map. You have your second, you have your natural, pretty easy to defend. You have your third, kind of hard to defend, and then you have your fourth, really hard to defend. Whether it be over here, because there's no defense over here. So this reminds me a lot of Xel'Naga Caverns, but there's less backstabbing to be had, and it's more Protoss favored just because there are so many cliffs that Colossi are really good. So I expect this to be Protoss go to Colossus, but I also don't know. I mean, is he going to be able to deal with Serial Killer's aggressive style? So far, no one has had even close to an answer for it. He has just put them really far behind early game, and then they've never been able to come back, and he has just been super boss about it. He has been really calm, he's been making strong decisions, and he's been showing us that an aggressive Zerg can work at the below Masters, or the below Grandmasters level, because generally you only hear people going, sure, Zerg has a possibility for aggression besides roaches early on, but it takes a lot of skill to do it, and he is showing us that you don't need to be a professional to play this kind of aggressive Zerg style. Your larvae your larvae don't need to be made into drones, your larvae can be made into attacking units, and you won't be behind economically. And he is really showing us that as long as you do some sort of punishment, you're going to win. Is this early of a cannon? What are you doing? What? I remember, I got really excited one time when when I was playing a guy and I did this 2 Marauder push, and I was coming up on him, and he didn't know what to do, so he built 3 cannons, and I immediately went, yes, hooray, I'm so happy, because those are 3 cannons that could have been an expansion, and that could have been an expansion and a probe, and I will take that being 3 cannons that I can easily drop behind. So building this cannon, unless you're forge fast expanding, which it isn't good to do on this map because you don't defend. You can't defend both your ramp and your natural at all easily. Unless you're oh, I thought that was another forge for a second. Unless you're forge fast expanding, don't build a cannon this early. I mean, I like the early forge, but Lucas knows that I hate an ornamental forge. So click on something, you bastard. Do it. Click it. Click it. Oh my god, are you really not going to buy an upgrade if you have a forge this early? Another ornamental forge, and is he gonna just forgate or something? I cannot tell what this guy's doing and why this cannon is here. Oh, I understand now. He's going for Dark Templars. But if you're gonna go for Dark Templars, you can't let them see the Twilight Council. So he could go for a 3-gate Blink Stalker expand, which is a good play. I mean, that'd be a strong play if you're buying a frickin' upgrade. But no, instead he's just going to go for Dark Templars, which are the most predictable things in the world in this situation. And look at this. Again, the Zergling Swamp is going to be coming at us from Serial Killer. I like that kind of play quite a bit. And oh my god, he's going Dark Templar, because that worked so great last time. I expect Serial Killer to repel this easily, assuming he has a lair. which he doesn't. We might actually see a successful Dark Templar rush. But he does have an Evo Chamber, which means putting down turrets won't be that improbable. This guy's going the well-known Dark Templar expand. He also is getting 8-minute Warp Gate, when really the dangerous time for a Warp Gate push is 6 minutes. Like, at the 6-minute mark, that is when Warp Gates are most dangerous. So if somebody's going all-out 4-gate or Korean 4-gate, that's when it's going to hit. So I'd like to see him get a layer, like, immediately, because he's decided to back away from the swamp and just economize a lot. And he knows, instead he's going to go for static and stay on low tech. Spore Crawler, I'd like to see one of those be Spine Crawlers, because you know that they're all covered. This is better separation, but you should either put one back, like one over here, one right there and one right there, and then if you want, and then sure they could hit your ramp, but they're just kind of hanging out on the ramp. Or you can make one of those Spine Crawlers, that way that you don't need to get that many Zerglings. But he is getting 18 Zerglings, and he will have a sizable force. And ooh, some nice micro here. Is he gonna get by? Oh my god, Eric. That's awesome. I mean, he didn't get by, but it was fun micro. Decent creep spread. If he's going to be going this mass Zergling style, he's gonna float some gas, which is why he's only gotten one down here, which he could spend on really fast upgrades, which he is, which I like so very much. Or he could spend it, if you're really feeling dangerous and you feel like you can force the Protoss away from Robotech, you can go Zergling Hydralisk, and you can go Zergling Swamp into Mass Hydra, because Hydras are easy to mass, like Zerglings are. They're bad off creep, and they're both light, and so therefore they get hard countered by the same units. But you can go Hydra, and it can win you games when you have this amount of Zerglings, because you know you can put your opponent on the back foot. Hydras are an awesome way to put a boot to their throat. A boot to their throat. They're an awesome way to put a boot to their throat. And then the Zergling's just kind of running by, so he knows that the Dark Templar will be there. That was just luck. I'm not going to say that was amazing game sense or something. No, that was just luck. Because you notice we got 3 by Y, and then, hey, one of us is dying. What's that? Oh, it's a Dark Templar. And this isn't necessary. One of these may be necessary. But, hey, I mean, Zerg static is the best static, because you can move it, and because it does the best in all situations. And we are now going to see what happens when you open Dark Templar Forge, not upgrade, not expand, not fast, with cannon and unnecessary. Oh, guys, I get so many unnecessary structures. And then +1 mass, +1 almost. Zerglings just come in and destroy you. I mean, a Mutalisk could win him this game. Mutalisk. He's going to be going Mass Zealot Colossus Dark Templar. No, he's not Lucas, because there aren't a billion sentries. And he also can't support this in a billion years, because if you look at the units, oh wow, he actually has the same amount of probes. So this is just a weird game in which I'd say Turquoise hasn't played that well, and he's finally getting his armor upgrade. Why do you have another Forge? Okay, fine, he wants a double Forge upgrade now. This is not enough Zealots for how many Zerglings there are. Oh, well, actually, maybe. Because we saw a bunch of Zerglings lose to a bunch of Zealots last time, so let's actually see what happens here. Meanwhile, Serial Killer has yet to take his third, and he has a bunch of Spine Crawlers and Spore Crawlers. He is afraid of something. He's getting his +2 armor upgrade, or his +2 attack upgrade, and these Zealots are going to lose to these Zerglings. Could warp in more, but I don't see the point. Are these Dark Templar? They should be Dark Templar, because then the Dark Templar doesn't have mobile detection. So if you were to warp in Dark Templar, which... No, he's just gonna GG. A Dark Templar would kill all this, and that was like a terrible game. Again, we see this cool Zergling Swamp style, but Nimble did not play well in the slightest. So, there we go. That's game 3, and Eric has a chance to total party kill. Just run a line on these guys. Just bam. As I said, King of Kings, Baller of Ballers. You're listening to Admiral Newkirk. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell me if you guys want any specific players. I did TLO, and I did Goody versus Matiz. Goody versus Matiz, not because any of them are fan favorites, but just because they're awesome. It was an awesome game. So I did TLO. I'm going to be doing some Kiwi Khaki. I'm going to be doing some Huck. I'll be doing more Jinro, because I think Jinro is a really fun player to watch just because of how good he plays. I'm going to find some Thorzane, because that kid is awesome. Oh my lord, Thorzane's so cool. But if you guys have any other players that you'd like to watch, maybe Idra. Maybe some of you guys like to watch Idra play, which when Idra's at his best, he is fun to watch to play. Just tell me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and I'll see you next time. This has been Admiral Newkirk, and this has been the HSSTL.